On KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good
morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's Thursday, March 21st of 2024, and it's 6:01 a.m. with the whole gang. Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. And it's Thursday already. Thursday. Yesterday, I lived all day thinking it was... No, I'm sorry, Tuesday. I thought the next day was Thursday.
All I know is
It was Wednesday. You know what I mean? When you're off by one day in your mental state.
And you were here on Monday.
Yeah, you were here.
I was on Monday, and then because I don't know, there's a lot going on like today and tomorrow on my schedule, so I was like, oh man,
Basketball? You gonna watch it all?
no, unfortunately,
5
it's
hours
not
now?
about March
Come on.
Madness. I'm trying to juggle like we're in it now, Eric. I mean, your daughter does lacrosse, right? But I have
Softball, then
softball,
lacrosse.
lacrosse. So you've got. Does your other daughter play sports?
She played field hockey.
But like right now?
No.
Okay, so that's why you can do 2 for 1 kid. I got 3 kids, and it's time. It's happening. One kid has a game at 8. One kid has a game at 8:45. One kid has a game at 9, and they're all at different places. So Tasso and I said, well, gotta get a third car and another husband. Because you gotta start, like, we're in it now.
That's
We're
when
in
we
it now.
started eating honey buns for dinner because Mom had simply no time to make anything to get both of the boys to different t-ball
Events.
and baseball fields
Honey buns.
across town.
Or you gotta decide which kid has the best potential and focus on that one more.
Oh, you're going to sacrifice somebody?
Like this one's got a chance to make
No,
travel
have
team.
the friends come pick them up. That's what my
Yeah.
parents
You
do.
Well, it's good. I
got a
mean,
big family?
It's
Not that
fine.
good.
No, we have a lot of team friends and stuff. We're talking about that, but
That's
I'm just
the
saying,
key.
like, I'm already confusing. This is why I was confusing Thursday and Friday with Wednesday, because this is the week of like the practices, because the weekend is going to be the games, and you know, I just didn't get locked in yet. Just didn't get locked in. I just was like, oh, okay, so you have practice tomorrow at 6, right? No, it's at 4. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let me look at my thing. Who's got it at 6?
You need a
Okay,
dry
this one.
race.
Right. Like I haven't leaned into the grid
Only
yet,
had some
Kevin.
object
You
and-
need
So I got to do that today.
Yeah.
Carry
I got to
around.
like put it all down.
If
look at
only
the
you
whole
had-
team snap and like write it all down. That's what I got to do.
Write it
Here's
all
a-
down?
here's-
You ever hear of an iPhone?
Yeah.
Here's a calendar right here I have in front of me. That you could use for
There's
you and your
some
kids.
very handsome men on
fellas
Some
there.
on
half
here.
naked firefighters on that calendar.
Your kids look at that at home, try and fill it out.
And it's not about literally writing it down, Ryan. You know, it's like I haven't locked it down to look at it to mentally know and then put it in my phone. I just haven't. They just put it out yesterday or the day before, and
You gotta
that's
put
what
them
I
in there.
mean. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, let me know. I'll do it for you.
Okay, thanks.
Like, have you ever
Mark
done
and I
this?
share a Google Calendar, and look, you can just see everything.
Oh,
Of
nice.
all the dates
nice.
that he's
Yeah.
traveling, so
That's a
that
good
I
idea.
know, and then if my family's coming in town, his family's coming in town, what do we have after work? And then we just label it.
But
I do that
sometimes
with
when you
Tasso,
don't
too.
have
Yes.
time,
Mhm.
sometimes
Have
when
to.
you don't have time to program it
colors.
all in, just take a screenshot of something, and then when you do have the time, go back and enter it in your calendar, but then you don't forget.
Yeah.
Screenshots don't really work on these kinds of apps because it only shows you like 2 things at once.
Yeah.
And you need like the whole list.
You have to scroll
Like,
the whole
map it out.
list, and you
Yeah.
got to like map it out in your calendar.
My
But
kid's
anyway,
like, please rain today. I got homework to do. I don't want to play my
I can't believe they
game.
have a game at 9 o'clock. I'd be like,
your daughter's game at 9 p.m. tonight.
I thought you said that.
Oh no, 8 o'clock for Saturday,
Saturday.
and then the
okay.
practices were yesterday.
The kids
There was
do
one at
play
4, there was
late
one
at
at 5,
night.
there was one at 6.
I was like-
But yes, my daughter when she played softball last season, she had some games that started at 7:30
Oh,
and or 7:45, and softball's not fast.
no.
So I'd be like, so back to the honey bun conversation, Kevin. I didn't give him honey buns, but we sure stopped
quick.
at like fast food a lot. It was terrible. I was like, how is it that you have an athlete who has the worst diet because the games are so late, and by the time you eat, you guys just grab something fast, go home.
That's what you got to plan and give them like
Yeah, we always ate
fruit,
before.
give them stuff, your own from your house, Ziploc bags and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I did go to
Pasta.
Astros game one time. There was an Astros season ticket holder in this section where I bought tickets. And obviously the guy had it down because he must have had all the games. And he had like a whole little bag of all his little Tupperwares with all of his food from home to eat during the Astros game. Because you can take food into Minute Maid Park.
It just
to
has to fit in a
gallon-sized bag. So he had all these little these.
You owe me a baseball game, Roula.
Yeah, let's go together. So I was like, wow, look at that guy. He's probably tired of ordering all the concession stuff because he's here for every game. So he was bringing
get
his
so
own homemade
expensive.
food.
If you go every day, I get that.
Yeah, for sure. Because a lot of people, one Astros game is like novelty, or a Rockets game is like, oh, let's get a beer and some nachos. If you do that every single game for those seasons.
So there's basketball this weekend, and then baseball starts next weekend, and basketball still be going on, and then NBA's getting ready. It's a great time. And NFL, the draft's coming up. Oh, yeah.
Is that the same week every single year?
For which one?
For NFL draft.
I believe so.
That's a great question.
But I'm not sure.
Only because
There's always in April, I always remembered.
I feel like one year we were going to our radio convention, and that's usually in August. I remember being in the airport, and there was something with the NFL going on. And I was like, wait, is it draft time
I also
already?
forgot about WrestleMania. Oh, yeah, 2 days of WrestleMania, April 5th or so.
Oh, my God.
Damn, this is awesome. I can't wait for this
You're
next
so
week.
busy.
You have the time to do all
So
that.
busy. Eric.
WrestleMania on the echelon of like importance. I would. Where do you put that between March Madness?
Well, Rolla, life is about
Rocket.
priorities.
I
That's
would
what I'm
put
saying.
that.
Like, how does it rank for him? Because he's loved wrestling
to
since he
rank-
was a kid.
The Rockets are close to making the play-in, so
The playoffs.
so the play-in game
Oh, the
to
what?
get to the playoffs.
The
I don't
play-
think worry with that, but they're
Oh,
close.
okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'd put WrestleMania, March Madness, and then NBA.
You're
right now.
kidding me.
Wow.
And baseball. I put baseball ahead of NBA. So right there. But it's because baseball's so damn long.
It is.
Yeah,
true.
you got
Watching
a
that
lot
for
of
the next 7
games.
months, and I watch most of the games.
Huh.
But WrestleMania, oh yeah, because it's a storyline. You know, you've been watching it for build up. The Rock is back, and he's been building up every week. And he's a bad guy, and
Don't you just get highlight reels
Wait,
on
The
TikTok
Rock?
or something?
I do get that if I miss it on a
Yeah.
Friday night.
The Rock
SmackDown.
is wrestling again?
Yep. Well, he hasn't wrestled yet. He's building up to he's going to wrestle on that for two nights. He's going to wrestle.
Oh.
He's been like last week. He just sat there and played a guitar. He was
What?
in Memphis and
he
he sang
actually
a
plays
song.
guitar? Does he really play
Actually, this
guitar?
time he didn't play the guitar. He had another guy from War and Peace or War and Treaty. What's a band that's famous in country band?
For King and Country?
Some one of those bands. I don't know.
Oh, I don't.
War and Peace.
Country. I don't know what they're called. I don't know these
War and
bands,
Peace.
country bands.
No.
But he's
don't
out there playing guitar for him, and he's singing like Elvis. It's like, I'm going to kick your candy ass. It's just
my
fun, man. It's just so stupid. I know if you watch it, you guys would not get it, but if you're really into the storylines, that's what I like.
I just can't believe that they got him to do that. He doesn't need the money. I'm looking it up. The Rock's net worth is $270 million.
Remember, his dad was a wrestler.
Yeah.
His grandparents were some of the original wrestlers, Samoans.
In his DNA.
He's also on the board of the UFC, the TKO
Oh, so
brand.
if he brings the ratings up, he's
Yeah.
going to prosper because he actually owns a piece.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How do they get away with that? Because we have to sign all these documents that we're not allowed to promote anything that we personally own a stake in.
But if we were on the board here and then we could
Yeah.
promote, and we
Doing
came
more.
on KRB, talked about KRB to make it better.
I mean, we used to work
Yeah.
for a company, Ryan, where somebody had a business and they made us do commercials for them for free.
Oh, yeah. I
Remember that?
Yeah.
That guy should be in jail.
Oh, I think that guy died.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, that guy
He's in
died.
ultimate jail.
But it was for real, Sam. Can you
Wait, it
imagine?
wasn't from
that
he's in hell.
product? No, it wasn't from that product, but it
'Cause
was.
it could
I
have
think
been.
it was his family had this thing, and they brought us like all this copy in the industry, right, guys? Is like the paperwork script of a commercial, and they brought us all this copy, and they go, "Y'all got to talk about this like once an hour," and we're like, "Oh, what's this?" And it was like a seasonal business. I ain't gonna give details, but think of a seasonal business at the end of the year, and we're like, "Oh, okay." So I thought at first it was like some sort of a partnership with the radio station would give away tickets for this seasonal business. No, it's just his guy who owned the business was just going to profit from free advertising.
Yeah.
And we like, it's not like they said, "Hey, y'all come over to this business or here's some stuff from this business." It was just like, "You're going to talk about this." And we're like, "Oh, this is probably not allowed." I think.
And Brian,
Or
worked-
the FCC.
And before that, Ryan, you and I worked with the guy in Dallas.
Oh.
This guy cheated on his wife with his assistant.
Okay.
Rolla, like I literally caught him. I mean, like he's in his conference room, not his conference room. His office was. He gave himself this office that had a huge big table
Yeah.
and a desk and everything. He would bring women up and he'd be banging them in his office at night.
Yep. And then he had a big truck. Said like our station 92.5 KZPS. He would tell the promotion kids. Remember, these kids are making like $5 an hour. You drive this to this busy area, like an overpass, and like on 59.
Yeah, like a free billboard.
Pull it up there, stop, take the tire off, and just walk away. Like
Oh,
pretend
so
like
it sits
you're-
there like a free billboard.
Yeah. You're telling a kid. What if that
Break the
kid would
law.
have got killed. Or
What do we learn from
Yeah,
Captain
yeah.
Firefighter Ross?
Man.
I'm just
If,
like,
if your wheel is off on the freeway, you drive that rim until it sparks because you're going to lose a limb
there
if
were
you try
so
to
many
change a tire.
morons in this business.
This guy, this guy, Rolla, was one of the worst.
He got arrested too.
Is he still alive? Is he in
He got
jail?
indicted.
Where is this guy?
Yeah.
He got in trouble too.
Off the air, you're going
was,
to tell me this
yeah.
guy's name.
Oh, I will. But I mean, this guy was my partner on the radio. Happened to be gay, and he called him the ultimate bad word. Told him, "Shut the blank up, you blank."
He would call us during the show.
Yeah, he was awful.
Oh, he was hot.
Now, y'all ready?
This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
All right, late in the show yesterday, we announced that Megan Thee Stallion is going on tour. She's going to be here on June the 14th, which is a Friday. And on Monday, we're doing Megan Monday. So from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., your chance to win tickets to Megan's show here and then become a finalist for a VIP experience, hotties. So that's a big deal. On June 14th, which is a Friday night, which is always fun when an artist that you love comes to town on a Friday or
I
Saturday.
think we're the last show too.
Yeah.
Are we the last one on the tour stops?
Yeah, she kept it special.
Oh, nice.
Usually they like to do either the first one or the last one.
See, if I were a major recording artist and I were launching a big tour, I would strategically
Just pick weekends and do all your songs from all of your albums of 17 years?
Well,
and
no,
then
what I was
sell
going to
out
say.
stadiums everywhere?
What I was going to say is
The Eras
that
Tour.
Taylor Swift.
when you're doing like, okay, so not Taylor Swift, she's huge, she can do it any night.
But she
I'm
picked
just saying,
weekends, I'm saying. She picked weekends on purpose.
I think that
Yeah.
you would want to choose, because they do have to tour during the weekdays as well.
You can make money.
But if I were going to plan it out, I would plan the biggest cities for the weekend. You're going to generate more money that way. Don't, let Des Moines, Iowa be on a Wednesday night, but
Well,
make
maybe they try
Houston,
that, Ryan,
Texas
but let's think about it.
on a Friday night.
But Houston, Texas, and other big cities, think of how busy we are as cities, and that venue might already have something booked. So that's what I was thinking. The logistics, guys, of planning a tour
There's
must be
a lot of
exhausting.
factors.
But I almost want to see a Netflix special on it. Like, how do they do
Yeah,
it?
behind the scenes.
Because you have got to, like, even like for the Guts tour with Olivia Rodrigo, when I went to that, here's what she chose as her production, here's what she chose as her screens, and like, where's the genesis of the tour plan? Is it the city planning? Is it, okay, we haven't figured out the cities yet, but let's figure out how your stage is going to look. Like, I'm just so intrigued by how all that plays out. And it's got to be so frustrating because there's been artists over the years that try to do that philosophy, right? Like, okay,
We
I'm
could bring
doing
in
big things on the weekends.
Tour Center person, and they can tell us how they do that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Although, didn't she work there?
Yep.
Yeah.
My buddy Hunter, he left there. And he's
Okay.
now working with the UFC. But
And Liza used to work here at KRB, and she works there now.
they can probably guess whoever does that, because that's interesting how they.
Like, who contacts them and says, hey, Toyota Center, we're thinking of building a tour for
Well, I would think the
Megan Thee
tour
Stallion.
manager.
And we need to see what your schedule is. Is the venue open on this date?
Are the Rockets playing?
Yeah, the Rockets playing. Y'all have like Cirque du Soleil coming. Is there going to be like
They want to keep that thing full.
always busy?
After watching, what was that movie, Showtime, the Lakers story?
Oh, yeah.
And they kind of had stuff like that behind the scenes of how they wanted to keep the Forum like
Always busy.
That was Winning Time.
winning time.
Winning Time. Oh, my God. If you ever want to watch
There's only 2
just-
seasons.
Yeah, and it's so good.
It's on Max.
And
It's not like a documentary. It's a
No,
actor.
it's a docudrama.
What's the name from Step Brothers? Boats and Hose.
William John C. Riley.
John C.
Yeah.
Riley.
Yeah.
And I did ask a question years ago. Does Toyota Center have like one person who has a key, has to go around and lock all the doors at the end of the night? And that person, they text, they go, yeah, there is. There's like one person has to
Just
check all the
one
doors.
person.
Not one person specific, but they do that. It's not like automatic door locks. It's not like some system where they'll go. It was like somebody has to be like the last one out.
Well, I would think that there's security that goes around
did
and patrols
security
the building all the
When I
time.
did it for the Wrigley Field, which is easier because that's just it's easy to sweep that. We'd all get in a big line together. It'd be like 20 of us, and you start from right field, left field. You sweep all the way, and like you stop, go to the bathrooms, then they come out. We just hurt
to
everybody
make sure
out.
nobody's like
Would it
hiding
be
in some row.
possible?
and-
Would it be
and- and-
possible
yeah.
for somebody to hide in a big venue like that, though?
I mean, it's always possible, but for what we did, no. But
Okay.
Wrigley Field's also not as big as I feel like Minute Park is
Huge.
more places to hide.
Yeah,
so they got
think
more
about it.
cameras.
Somebody
Think
can
about
hide in a toilet stall
Or
or
you're
something.
like way at the top
We look in there.
corner, and then you're just like, okay, well, maybe they like kind of hid under the row or something, or like in that bathroom, or they dodged, like put their feet up on the toilet seat so it didn't look like they were in stall.
But we opened the stalls.
Yeah, did
I
every single
wouldn't
door.
want to get locked in there.
Me neither.
That sounds terrifying.
I mean, it's kind of cool because it's big.
No.
But then I'd be like, well, where am I going to sleep now?
Can't eat
what am I
anything.
going to? Yeah,
really
everything's
uncomfortable.
locked up.
Eat the
Well,
peanuts
someone's
left
gonna
on the
show up
floor.
the next day.
Ew.
Right?
You would hope.
You would hope.
They're gone for 7 days. Uh-oh.
Oh,
There's always somebody
that
there.
sounds awful.
When I was a kid, I always thought it would be amazing to get locked into a grocery store overnight.
Well, they did a movie
I
like
also have
that.
an eating disorder,
They
but-
did a movie like that in the 90s with Jennifer Connelly and Frank Wally. It was called, I forget, but he was locked in a Target overnight.
You're like, I just want to
Yeah.
eat food.
I got locked in a
just wanted to
bathroom
eat
and almost
everything.
peed my pants.
Wait, you got locked in a bathroom?
And I almost peed my pants.
Why
I
didn't you
was
use
so
the
We
toilet?
had a toilet. If you're locked in
Because
a
I
bathroom.
was so anxious that I got locked in there. It was
How
at
old
my-
were you?
Like young.
Oh.
22.
Yeah.
So you're looking
Last
at the
week.
very toilet
Last
that you need to
week.
pee in and you didn't use it.
I almost didn't
That's
because
funny.
I couldn't get out. They were like, you weren't supposed to close the door the whole way. I was like, it's a bathroom. It was at
Well-
my aunt and uncle's house, like out in the boondocks.
That's like starving to death
It was
in a meat
terrifying.
locker.
I know, but it was
It's like-
terrifying.
meat
I didn't
lockers
know,
raw
I didn't know how to
meat.
get out.
Well, you know what I mean.
You got
Yeah.
to lick the
Food cabinet.
Ew.
So who is the, speaking of Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, just the whole thing of the business of Taylor Swift and how every person, whether you want to hear it or not, is in awe of the whole process of what she's chosen to do with this tour. And she's a class. Beyonce is a class. Who's the next college class? Can y'all guess who the next artist
Is it a
to
singer?
get a college? It's a singer.
What
Is it a
year?
male
What
or a
decade?
female?
It's a male singer
What
who's
decade?
getting a college class. And I,
Ed Sheeran.
What was their
now
biggest
that
hit?
would make sense. I
Dra-
would
Drake.
take that class.
Drake.
Nope.
No?
No. It's a think of a retro act.
It's a band or it's a...
Bruno Mars.
I don't know.
Retro
I don't know if that's retro.
He's still
Bruno
around.
Mars. Bruno Mars is not retro yet.
MC Hammer.
No, but that would be a good one for how to lose your money.
Oh, Vanilla Ice,
and get it
since he
back.
spends money and
Oh,
he's successful.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
be good.
How to build houses and stuff.
Right. But he has
Bye.
all that TV, so does he need.
All good guesses, but no.
Ego-wise.
It's Vermont State University offering a course on Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh.
There was a movie.
I want to
What?
see that
Just
movie.
recently-
Yeah, with
It's
Daniel
huge.
Radcliffe. Harry Potter plays Weird Al.
How'd you see
Yeah.
the movie?
I
I thought it was on some weird channel like
it's out
Pluto or
now.
something. Or,
I think it may have been
Well,
on
Pluto's
Pluto.
a
I think
streaming
yeah,
service for
I think-
free TV.
Free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get
so
that. Where'd
the
you get that?
professor is named Brian Warwick, and he says Weird Al Yankovic's work is not just about the parodies that he did, because he was very well known for 80s parodies. Like instead of Beat It, he did Eat It, things like that. Amish Paradise instead of Gangster's Paradise. It's also about his tribute or pastiche songs, where it's actually an original work by him, but he's paying tribute to another artist. The course will analyze what makes a good parody, how to pay tribute to another artist, Al's lyricism, gosh, I can't say that word, lyricism, and the context of the world when the songs were written. The professor says it just gives us an avenue to start studying the 20th century and pop culture in the 20th century. That is so interesting.
Talk about a
Vermont
wasted
State University
course.
Hey, I'll
I
take
mean,
that course for the class. That'd be so interesting.
That's your blow-off
And I get an A
course.
plus?
We probably
What
flunk
would
it.
that register under? Like
I don't know.
Waste of your parents' money. If
Yeah.
you have,
history, English, music,
culture.
Philosophy.
pop culture.
Yeah, when my daughter was
philosophy.
going to college, if she
Like,
told
what
me I'm
philosophy?
taking a class
credit
of
would that
Weird
be?
Al music, I'm like, and I'm
Sociology
spending
Hey, if
money
it
on
goes
this.
towards your
Yeah,
credits,
degree, why
I
not?
would totally take
Well, it's
it.
a
Sociology
blow-off
degree.
course.
Seems like an easy course.
But it's probably one you
I
probably
took
remember more than the
pottery.
others. Did you really?
Oh yeah, and it was awesome.
Did
I
you make
sucked
something
at it.
you actually kept and gave to your mother?
What'd you make?
Yes, I made
Because
a
I know
lot.
you didn't bring it here. Left at your
actually,
mom's
I have,
house?
I have some of the pottery at my house because
Oh,
my
interesting.
uncle was like a worldwide
yeah.
pottery guy.
Yeah, but,
And
Wait, your
yeah,
uncle is like a world-renowned...
yeah, remember
He
we
was.
did we talk to him or did we talk about him a few
Ooh.
years ago? Or
We probably talked about him a few years ago. He passed away recently.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You know, he lived a great life.
Do you want to give out his name so we can see his work?
His name's Carl Beamer. Carl
B-E-E
Beamer.
or B-E-A?
B-E-A.
So
Beamer.
he was a world-renowned
Carl
pottery
Beamer
artist.
from Bloomsburg University. Yeah, and my pottery teacher, like I told him, oh yeah, this is my uncle, blah blah blah, and he didn't like my uncle, so he was really mean to me in pottery class.
Maybe they
Wait, did you
competed
say
when-
Bloomsburg University?
Yes,
On Google, it says Forever Fire, Japanese pottery presentation
There
by
you go.
Carl Beamer.
I wasn't lying.
Not, I'm just saying that's... he read a
Yes,
book.
we thought you were fibbing.
That'd be a
He's-
weird flex.
He's legit. Yeah, isn't that
Decades-long career in creating kill
Why'd your
fire-
teacher hate him? Because they like competed against each other when they were young?
cool? Probably, or just because he made something out of himself, and that professor never did.
He was teaching.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's up there.
But my mom got
So
actually
doing.
a lot of his artwork. like his pottery when he passed away.
Is
So
it
it's,
functional pottery or
yes,
is it like,
it's
okay.
cups, bowls. Like I wanted these beautiful white bowls that he had. So she just hasn't brought them down, obviously, because they're heavy and I don't want them to break. But yeah, so I took that credit, and I'm a communication major.
Do you like when the movie Ghost came out because that made people actually interested in
I
his?
don't
Wanna
know
do
if I
pottery.
Sitting
ever,
around the pottery wheel?
I don't think I ever asked him that.
That was
But
the first movie I ever saw. I'm like, what is this thing?
you know how
Has-
you
has
always had like
anybody-
a weird uncle? That was
Yeah,
Uncle Carl.
Oh,
okay.
He was wild. He had the craziest personality, and he would talk to you about the weirdest things.
Well, a lot of
Your dad's
artists
brother
are
or
like
your
that.
mom's brother?
Okay, so it's my great uncle.
Okay.
So it's my mom's.
Mother's brother or
No.
father's brother?
It's my mom's. Okay, so it's my. I know.
Yeah,
Hold on.
here comes the
I don't know how to
family
say
tree.
it. It's like my great aunt's husband.
Okay, your great aunt's husband.
So it's my mom's
By marriage.
dad's
It's by
sister's
marriage.
husband.
yes, got it.
How that would work?
Yeah.
So my great uncle.
I missed the part because I was so focused on the funny music. that I missed how you said the connection.
This is about as
After
useful
my
as
marriage.
And it's like
as
other
the
people.
Weird Al
No,
class.
but it's funny. It's
I
like a
think
great
it's
you see on Instagram. How do you
great
know?
uncle?
Okay, so a great uncle would be like your grandfather's brother. A great uncle would be your great grandfather's brother. So where's
He's
Uncle
my-
Carl?
Uncle Carl is my so my mom's
Neighbor's
dad.
brother.
No.
Your mother's
My mom-
father, so your
okay,
paternal your
yes.
your maternal
It's
grandfather.
His sister's husband.
Got it.
So not
that
by
is
blood.
right.
So
by
not
marriage.
by blood,
By
by
marriage.
marriage. But
Got
I
it.
would still call him my uncle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm trying to-
100%.
I'm gonna
Great
stab
uncle.
you.
You are correct. Great uncle by marriage.
Great uncle by
They
marriage.
hit you with that one of
That's
those
right.
pottery
I'm
ashtrays.
gonna. You're not getting any of my
He
pottery
really
now.
does have some very unique pieces on Google. It's like stuff you found
cool.
at the bottom of the ocean with Titanic.
He
weird.
had such a weird
Right?
style.
It's not.
It's
people
very
who are
odd.
visualizing your uncle's pottery.
Yeah,
It is not what you're thinking.
No, it was.
Google Carl Beamer pottery.
It looks like he's making like artifacts that you could pretend like they're from the 1500s.
that they found in
Sell
a
'em.
dig.
It was. Yeah.
Mesopotamic era.
Just bury him out in the desert.
It
you
was
know?
the style, like the Japanese style. It's really cool. But I have,
Cool.
I have a lot of his stuff now. Which
Things that we
is
learn.
Really
Bring
nice.
something
yeah.
in. Do a tour. Do an Instagram story.
Oh,
on
my
it.
mom's calling him my great uncle.
Yeah,
Great.
Yeah.
by marriage.
Yeah. Okay.
Grandfather's sister's husband.
Like I said, we
Great
just called him
uncle.
uncle.
Right. That's what.
So I
that's what we
didn't
all
need to
do.
know the connection, guys.
But it's nice that you did.
That's interesting.
You got it. Now. Yesterday on the Ruler Ryan Show.
I hate you.
I hate when you have.
I hate
Happens to me all the time,
Hey
Sam.
man, you know what, Sam? Don't feel bad. I will always click on the grid that shows me what does it mean when it's a second cousin removed or a third
Yes,
cousin because I
that's
still
just
don't
your
know that one.
cousin.
I don't know that.
I don't get it.
Nobody cares.
We just say cousins.
I've seen
Okay.
cousins.
Yesterday after 8 o'clock, we asked the question on Rula's relationship roulette. How did you know your mate was the one? And we got so many beautiful calls. I was like, oh my God, you're so sweet.
Yeah.
There's true love exists.
We got
if I
a
was a
lot
single
of
person
listener
listening to
lines.
that yesterday, I'd be like, I have hope in the world there's love. Because it was so sweet. So we'll check in with some of your listener line calls from that next on the Rula and Ryan Show.
It's KRBE with more of the Roula and Ryan Show.
All right, a couple of things. We're going to get to some listener line calls, but Eric, you guys have something major going down.
Well, it's March Madness time.
Yeah,
Eric and
baby.
Sam are all about the fun.
A few more hours, it starts. But tomorrow, Sam and
Yeah.
I, we're going to be Drift from 4 to 6, right, Sam? Is it
We
4 to 9?
are.
I'm going to
Yep.
probably be there early. It opens at 2. So
Explain
opens
what
at
drift. What is drift?
It's a bar. Drift is a local
It's
bar.
actually a panel of wood floating in a
Local. I mean,
pond.
you're in the
It's
Heights.
the
It's in the
Heights.
Heights.
It's in the
In the
Heights.
Heights.
Sam's been there many times, and 'cause you
It
like
is-
it's dog friendly.
It's dog friendly. They have like 50 some plus TVs. It's outside, inside. They have food trucks. They have everything that you could possibly want for a fun atmosphere to enjoy drinks with friends, even
Get
family.
into the madness.
One of the listeners heard us talk about this yesterday, and they're like, hey, I live nearby there. I'm just going to stop by. Because people always DM me, say, hey, I want to have a drink with you.
Yeah, and they have daily drink specials.
Yeah, so I'm like, come
I
on,
mean,
hang
sign
out.
me up.
And they're doing the $1 million bracket challenge.
Oh, yeah, right now, if you go to KRBE on the front page,
Yeah.
sign up, do that, you have a chance to win $1 million.
And how are you
It
going to
took
win
me-
$1 million?
You just got to fill it out. You got to, the correct.
You did it really simple,
Yeah,
right?
I
If you have the perfect
picked
bracket.
the team I didn't want to win, but I just kind of just went with it.
Okay.
Kind of fast and figured I didn't go
And you
with
don't
my
even
heart.
like who you ended up with.
No, I'm like, I don't want Purdue to
What if
win.
you win?
I want
What if
UH
you
to
win the $1 million?
I'll
You'll
well,
still be
actually,
here.
no, you
I'll still
can't
be
do
doing
it.
this, but
I was like, I think you'll still be here.
buy a
but-
nicer car, I guess.
So if you go to krbe.com, you can't miss it right there. It says $1 million bracket challenge. Compete for a chance to win the $1 million by filling out the bracket challenge form. And it's super easy. Drift HTX It says here on their logo. Is it officially HTX, Drift HTX, or do they call themselves
I
Drift
think it's
what?
easy. They literally call themselves Drift Bar.
Drift Bar.
Yeah, but if you type in like Drift Bar or Drift Bar Houston, it's super
I know
simple
on
to
weekends,
find.
like during the football season, college, LSU like makes that their hometown bar type thing feel to it.
Oh, cool.
I know I had a
Yeah,
buddy
there's-
that went to LSU and he goes there a lot, but I'm glad we're with Drift because I've always wanted to, do stuff with them.
And they have a countdown clock on the website, Eric.
Yeah, how many
4
hours now? 4 hours?
13 minutes.
Oh my gosh,
43
how funny.
seconds.
Yes.
Alrighty.
March
Oh, we got a
Madness.
meeting at 11. Damn it.
4 hours, 10. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
right
my
at
cough.
11.
I
You
have
got
to
your
go see
phone
You
out?
are
I have to see a doctor at 11,
ridiculous.
guys.
And then also, after you drink with me at Drift Bar, I'll be in Katy on Saturday.
You're gonna
Oh,
get,
my
Wild
God.
West
Wow.
Brew Fest.
Katie Fred's Brew Fest is
Wet
going to be
weekend.
so fun.
I got a lot going on if you want some booze.
600 brews on tap.
it's
The biggest
insane.
brew
Man,
fest
that's-
in
But
North
you can still buy
America.
tickets as well for that. So just
Come
wanted
hang out
to
with us.
give them a shout.
I'm waiting to hear the, we have it's called imaging here on the Roula and Ryan show and on KRBE. He's like, oh, meet Eric. I'm waiting to hear Sam's or says, meet Sam. I drink a lot of beer at my house.
Oh, yeah, that was
yesterday.
When you were talking about all the
There's
beer
a
you
lot
have
of
been
beer
recycling.
cans. I was doing the garbage
I
story.
drink a lot of beer.
Oh, so you can
a
drink
lot
me.
of kegs.
You can drink me under the table. when
We
it
have
comes
a
to beer.
keg,
A keg.
and there's only 2 of y'all in the house.
You get bloated
I mean, probably.
from drinking all that?
You just wear. That's why I always am wearing yoga pants. They,
You can't tell that.
you
Yeah.
can't tell they're stretchy.
Oh my gosh.
I can't tell you last time I wore structured pants.
That's funny. And then if you wear them, you're like, oh my God, I got to fight out
What
of
is
this jail
this?
I know,
cell.
Zip
I
it.
make sure I wear jeans like at least 3 times a week when I come in here because
At least
That's a good
keeps
you got to
you
make sure
It's a
keeps you
gauge.
honest.
They still
Keeps you
fit.
honest.
Yeah. Yeah, once they fit.
Yesterday after 8 o'clock, we did Roula's relationship roulette, and the question I threw out there was, how did you know your mate was the one? And we got really the sweetest phone calls, so many sweet phone calls. People married from 2 years to 47 years.
It's one of those topics everybody can relate to because most people have been in love.
You
Like,
know
they're
when
in
it's
love
the
right
one.
now.
And-
Yeah.
Or your hope to find love, and it gives you hope that you could find
Yeah.
love with a great person.
Let's hear a couple.
A lot of people call the listener line at 713-278-VENT.
I met my wife 10 years ago. I knew she was the one on day one. I had went up to her and talked to her and walked away and knew. I had asked my grandparents who had been married for 60 years, how do you know when the person is the person? My grandfather just said, when you know, you know. And I walked away from that conversation and told my friends, I'm going to marry that girl. We were 16 at the time. Now we're going on 27, married, best marriage in the entire world. My wife is wildly out of my league. I love her so much. Her name is Caroline Blair, and she makes me the happiest person in the entire world. I love y'all. Y'all are the greatest radio show in the world.
Aw, thank you
Wait,
so
Kevin, I
much.
need that music you played for Sam when we were confused. Okay, do that real quick. Okay, the math is married 10 years, and he said they're 27.
They met when they were 16.
But they
so
got
they
married at
dated for a
17?
year.
Wow, 17.
Yeah.
So they got married at 17.
Like,
Yeah.
Usually you're 18 in high school, right?
Well,
Senior year.
Wow.
it's working
And he's
for them.
27. He's
I'm
not
just
saying
saying-
he got married at 17 and now he's 67.
Or the parents
Like,
gave
that would be more
permission.
believable
No.
all
Yeah,
those
the
years ago.
parents-
Yeah, you
Give
have to get
permission.
permission at a certain age. Here's
It's like,
another
am I
one.
doing math wrong? No, that's
Back
right.
in 2005, my son lost his mom, Debbie, cancer. She and I had been together for 6 years, and our son Tyler was 3 years old when he lost his mom. She always told Tyler that every time he saw a butterfly to think of her. She passed away on May 18th, 2005. Fast forward to 2008, I met Kelly on Yahoo Personals. I knew the first time I laid eyes on her that she was going to be a special person in my life. Thankfully, we were able to connect online, eventually meet in person, and began dating. Early on in our relationship, I knew that she was the one. It was wholly solidified when I saw her tattoos. She had 3 tattoos. Guess what all 3 of the tattoos feature? Butterfly. We got married on March 20th, 2009. Today is our 15-year anniversary. I could not help but call today after hearing the question. God has forever altered the path of my life by bringing Kelly into it. Thank you, KRBE and the Roula and Ryan Show, for the opportunity to share more about my beautiful bride and the beginning of our love story. I'm forever grateful for the past 15 years and the lifetime ahead for us.
That's so sweet.
I'm not crying.
Right on that day.
So sweet.
Think about that. Right on the day he heard that.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
our
God, his
anniversary.
15th
Yeah.
anniversary. Oh, God.
Now, do you
bless
wanna laugh?
him.
You want a quick laugh?
I need a second there. I gotta.
We're going to give you all the emotions.
I'm ready for the laugh. That was sweet.
That was really
it was.
sweet.
That was
The-
really,
the
Remember,
best-
she has no compassion.
that was really well
Sam doesn't
written.
care.
Sam's like, that was enough of an emotional
Anyway.
moment for me.
No more emotion.
Y'all wipe up your
Compassion is
tears. I need
gone.
some
What?
laughing.
Get out of it,
Get
guys.
the robot over there.
Yeah, shake it off, guys.
I heard some good news yesterday that Mr. Ryan got engaged. Congratulations, Mr. Ryan. Hey, how much you have to pay the poor girl? Just kidding. I really am happy for you, Mr. Ryan. Now, I'll let you get back to your dad jokes. Have a good day, fart knocker.
Fart knocker.
Fart knocker.
Have a good day.
Hey, Twan is not too
Fart
happy with you guys
I know
right
he's-
now.
Twan is one of
I
our
think he's turning on
super
a mod.
listeners
I think
of
he's
the
turning
Roula
on a
Show.
mod. All right.
Finally.
Hold on, and he texts our show a lot of times. His name is Twan, and he'll text a lot, and he's tried to get through to win the Rapid Fire quiz.
He's been in
he
the studio
always,
once.
He
Mm-hmm.
has been in the studio once, and he's a big hype man for a mod when it comes to the Rapid Fire quiz. What's going on here?
Listen to the tone. Well, he does a nice little thing for me, but
It's Twan again. Ryan, I don't hate you. Just hate your question. So with that being said, congratulations on your engagement. I am so happy for you, man. Roula, happy belated birthday. Thank you. Sam, Kevin, Eric, Ahmad, y'all have a good day. Love you guys.
oh,
And then earlier,
I'm blocking him on Instagram right
he's like,
now.
He's like, Ahmad,
How dare you? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I think
Twan,
he's-
I let him down. I haven't been killing it in rapid fire lately.
yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah,
but
it's-
just the
I need
disdain
another
in
one.
his voice. He's like, Ahmad.
It's like when you back
Yeah.
a team that loses all the time. Like,
It's like, yeah, I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. I don't know sports. I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah.
But we've never even told the 6 o'clockers that, yes, go to my Instagram at Radio Ryan Chase. I got engaged, talked about it on, what was it, Tuesday?
what is
Yeah, it was
today?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Today's Thursday. Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So I put all the
Tuesday.
pictures up there of my my beloved. So there you go. There's your listener line.
My woman.
Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
So basically, all the local news services are saying we should expect heavy downpours this morning. Those showers are expected to last through lunch, afternoon hours. Gusty winds, large hail, possibly tornadoes are not out of the question. Most areas are going to get a half inch to an inch of rain. Some spots could see as much as 4 inches of rain, which could lead to high water spots. So could be a bad weather day today. Now, this one is for Kevin and Sam. You guys love your real estate. You're trying to build a real estate empire, correct?
Oh, yeah.
I am a millionaire real estate investor as of 2 weeks ago, so go on.
Are you laughing?
That's funny.
I have
see Sam's
a
face?
property too.
I've raised you.
Kevin have a
I've
company called
raised you
Craft Beer
one.
Twinkies by Dirt.
I see your properties and I raise you
have
one.
a baby.
Craft Beer Twinkies
A
by
baby is
Dirt.com.
expensive.
Yeah, your money goes to land. She has to go to diapers.
I gotta go to divers.
So, Houston, Texas is the #1 riskiest city in America to be a homeowner. A study from Zillow found that a buyer needs 70% more income in Houston than in 2020. So, in the last 4 years, you've need so much more additional income.
Would that be true for every city because of the economy? and they're
No,
just zeroing
no.
in on
Now,
us?
according to the report, Houston ranks #1 riskiest city as 98% of homes are at risk from extreme heat.
Well, flooding.
64% from
Floodplains.
severe flooding.
Yeah.
And the list was evaluated through insurance-related factors.
I had to add an extra insurance policy for $900 a year where we bought the new house because it is like encroaching on a floodplain.
Uh-oh.
So you keep that in mind when you buy a house. You know, you've got a couple different insurances you got to buy.
Well, what do we always say?
Lot of risk.
When it starts to rain really hard in Houston, like it's supposed to today, and they say ponding possible, you know where you live. You know what that looks like when there's crazy rain.
This is when you need to drive around. If you're looking for a home,
Yes.
drive in that area,
absolutely.
and then you
And
can
see how it performs.
Yeah.
100% great advice, Eric, because that's what I did when I was looking for a house.
drive around.
If you can
Drove
get there,
around after a major storm. After the major storm, you know why it's better, even better like that later on when it's over? Because you see how the water drains off on the street.
Yeah.
How long does it take? If it's still ponded the next day, there were some issues on there.
I drove by a house in the Brace Heights area. I counted the steps were 17 steps.
Because they had to. They've been
They
flooding so many
elevated the house
times.
that
When I built in Bel Air in 16, it was had to be like 20 inches up,
Uh-huh.
and that was just.
But then they proved that that wasn't enough.
so they must have really
Wow.
went. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe you could text me. I'm wondering if that area because of the, the bayou.
So
and all.
basically, everybody's got to put their house on stilts.
yeah, the
Well, you need
lifted,
an elevator just
Beach
to get
houses
to the
in
front
the
yard.
city.
and some of the houses from the 50s have been lifted off of
Oh,
their
in my
foundation.
neighborhood?
It's crazy.
Oh, God, in Jersey Village, like if you drive through that neighborhood because it's flooded so much, it looks like a house underneath the house. It's just nothing there. They just build bricks.
It's like a beach house.
And they raise it up.
In Jerseyville.
The realtors say no one listens to Zillow anyway, Ryan.
Yeah,
they know it's,
okay.
they know it's a joke.
Zillow's a joke.
Oh, damn.
I guess
joke Zillow.
I'll tell the Chronicle that.
That's right. Tell the
your
Chronicle.
lead story was a joke.
It is.
Tell the
It's a
newspaper.
joke.
Okay.
Real estate agents everywhere agree Zillow sucks. Is that what they're saying?
Do you believe a newspaper, or do you believe the people that actually work in that business?
True.
They said stuff about radio. They said stuff about
Hey,
us.
I'm going to believe the servers and the customers of the restaurant versus the Yelp review. Thank you very much. Coming up next, Roula and Ryan's Roses. Is somebody cheating or not? Let's find out next on the Roula and Ryan Show.